Mutually exclusive, independent and dependent events. Mutually exclusive events are events that cannot occur at the same time. For example, a coin toss can have the outcome heads or tails, but not both. That is, this can be represented in the form of a Venn diagram. That is, two events are mutually exclusive if there is no connection between the two events. That is, this is A and this is a B. Event A and event B, so there is no connection between these two events. So these events are called mutually exclusive. If A and B are mutually exclusive, then probability of A intersection B will be equal to 0. That is, there is nothing in common between them. So probability of A intersection B will be 0. In the same way, probability of A union B, that is this plus this, will be equal to probability of A plus probability of B. If any one of these two conditions are satisfied, then we tell that the events are mutually exclusive. Independent events. Events that do not affect each other. That is, the probability of one event occurring, such as rolling a 6 on a dice, would not affect the probability of the other event happening, such as flipping a head on a coin. Independent events. Events that do not affect each other. Suppose if you roll a dice and flip a coin simultaneously, both the events doesn't affect each other. So these two events are called as independent events. For example, if we have two red balls, two blue and two white, then probability of first ball is white will be equal to, that is y favorable is 2 and the total is 6. So it will be equal to 1 over 3. Probability of first white and second is also white. That means white has already been picked up. So now the second time also we are picking up a white. So only one white will remain and the total will be 5. So it will be 1 over 5. Then the probability of first not white and the second is white. That means first time we are picking a red or a blue. So 2 white will remain and the total is 5. So it is 2 over 5. Here the probability of the second event depends upon the first event. So these two events are called as dependent events. If A and B are independent events, then probability of A intersection B will be equal to probability of A multiplied by probability of B. This is for independent events. And earlier we have seen probability of A union B will be equal to probability of A plus probability of B if the events are mutually exclusive. These two things we need to remember while checking whether the events are independent or mutually exclusive. Two fair 12-sided dice with sides marked 1 to 12 are thrown and the numbers on the sides which land face down are noted. Events Q and R are defined as follows. Q, the product of the two numbers is 24. R, both of the numbers are greater than 8. First question, find probability of Q. Second, find probability of R. Third, are events Q and R exclusive? Justify your answer. Exclusive means you have to show whether they are mutually exclusive. Fourth question, are events Q and R independent? Justify your answer. Now the solution of our question, that is, we are given with Q where the product of the two numbers is 24. And then R is the event where both numbers are greater than 8. Now we need to find the probability of Q. So now we'll write the possible outcomes of Q. Possible outcomes of Q. That is, when you multiply two numbers, it has to be equal to 24. That is 2 and 12 we multiply, it is 24. 3 and 8 is 24. 4, 6 is 24. Then the other way around. 6, 4 is 24. 8, 3 is 24. And 12 and 2 is 24. So now if it is only for one thing, that is probability of 2 and 12. The first dice has a 2 and the second dice has a 12. Then it will be equal to probability of 2 into probability of 12. So that will be equal to 1 by 12 into 1 by 12. So it will be equal to 1 over 144. So probability of Q, that is our first question, will be equal to, this can be this or this or this, all this we write it. So it is probability of 12 or 12, or therefore probability of Q will be equal to probability of 2 or 12, or probability of 3 or 8, or probability of 4 or 6, or probability of 6 or 4, or probability of getting a 8 or 3, or probability of getting a 12 or 2. Now probability, first question, probability of Q will be equal to, that is probability we can get a 12 or a 2, or 3 or a 8, or 4 or a 6, 6 or 4, that is 8 in the first dice and 3 in the second dice, or it can be 12 in the first dice or 2 in the second dice. So now like this, for 1 we have found out it is 1 over 44. Like that, here we have 6 possibilities are there. So 6 multiplied by 1 over 144. So it will be equal to 1 over 24. The second question, possible outcomes of R are 9, 9. That is the first die and the second die has to be greater than 8. So we are writing all our outcomes 9, 9, 9, 10, 9, 11 like that. Up to the first die is a 12 and the second die we write it. So altogether we get 16 outcomes. Now let us take only the first one, probability of getting a 9. So only one 9 will be there, total of 12 numbers are there. So it is 1 over 12 multiplied by, for this next 9 is 1 over 12. Like that, for everything we'll have our probability as 1 over 12 multiplied by 1 over 12. Like this, 16 outcomes are there. So probability of R will be 16 multiplied by 1 over 144. That will be equal to 1 over. A third part of the question, are Q and R mutually exclusive? There is one condition for mutually exclusive, is that if probability of Q intersection R equal to 0, then we say that the two events are mutually exclusive. So now if you see the possibilities or the outcomes of P and Q, there is nothing in common. That is probability of Q intersection R equal to 0. Therefore, Q and R are mutually exclusive. For two events to be independent, probability of Q intersection R has to be equal to probability of Q into probability of R. So now from our previous part, we have seen that probability of Q intersection R equal to 0. And probability of Q into probability of R will be equal to, we have found out in the first part, 1 over 24 into 1 over 9, which is not equal to 0. Therefore, probability of Q intersection R is not equal to probability of Q into probability of R. Therefore, Q and R are not independent. The second question, two events A and B are mutually exclusive and probability of A equal to 1 by 5 and probability of B equal to 1 over 4. Find A part, probability of A intersection B. B part, probability of A intersection B complement. C part, probability of A complement intersection B complement. So now, since these two A and B are mutually exclusive, we can draw a diagram like this. That is, there is nothing in common between A and B. Probability of A is 1 over 5 and probability of B is 1 over 4. Then outside it will be, that is, probability of A union B, the whole complement, that is outside. So it will be 1 minus these two we added. 1 over 5 plus 1 over 4. So it is 1 minus 9 over 20. So it will be equal to 11 over 20. So outside will be 11 over 20. Now let us try to answer our questions. A part, probability of A intersection B. There is nothing common in between A and B, so it is a 0. Then the B part, probability of A intersection B complement. B complement is which is not B, is B complement, and intersect it with A. So automatically only this, that is nothing but it is probability of A. Probability of A is 1 over 5. Then the C part, probability of A complement intersection B complement. A complement is outside A. B complement is outside B. That is all the things which is outside the circle and inside the rectangle. That is this region. So it will be equal to 11 over 20. So we need to remember that when two events are mutually exclusive, probability of A intersection B will be equal to probability of A plus probability of. So we need to remember these two things. When two events are mutually exclusive, then probability of A union B will be equal to probability of A plus probability of B. If two events are independent events, then probability of A intersection B will be equal to probability of A multiplied by probability of B. Thank you.